People working in nature need to understand the ecology and the economics, the technology and the governance, and how all of these systems together interact with data and human behavior. Hi, I'm Jonathan Lipman, and I work at Speed and Scale, and I'm so excited for you to be able to see this series of videos on the climate tech map that charts out all of the innovations we need to tackle to reach net zero. Nature matters for humanity even more than any of us realize. Nature is the air we breathe, it's the water we drink. It also shapes who we are as humans. It shapes our happiness, it shapes our language, how we relate to one another. Protecting nature is protecting humanity. We need innovation in protecting nature because Earth's natural systems are super absorbers of greenhouse gases, and what they do is they keep the carbon cycle in balance. We as humans, we're putting enormous stress on these systems. We've converted forests to land for agriculture. We've altered the ocean's chemistry. We've taken the Earth to the tipping point where damage to the planet could be irreversible. What we need to do is we need to avoid a runaway scenario where nature loses its ability to balance things out. And we know that technology will play a huge role in conservation and restoration at scale. So let me tell you about some of the most critical opportunities for innovation in this area. The first one is about visibility. Nature, it's an incredibly complex system, and there are a ton of hidden interdependencies. So what we need is technology that can help reveal the changes that are happening both over long horizons, but also in this moment. And to do that, we have advances in Earth observation, satellites, drones, LiDAR, ground sensors, and all of them are giving us the ability to track carbon flows, land use change, methane emissions, and ecosystem health in near real time. For example, what if we had sensors that could alert authorities to illegal deforestation in near real time? That would allow them to go stop the perpetrators before most of the damage was done. New monitoring technologies can also help us understand planetary-wide change. They can monitor the health of carbon sinks and ice sheets. They can measure greenhouse gas fluxes and albedo changes. We need to stabilize the Earth's systems as it warms. We're on the verge of this huge melting of the permafrost, and that permafrost is storing millions of square miles of methane. Technology can help us by reducing these methane emissions, by predicting where they'll happen, slowing melting, and capturing some of that escaping methane. We need to take action. The third area where we need innovation is really about scaling restoration. That's returning nature to the wild, planting trees, seeding coral. Now imagine a world where drones could drop seeds from the air, or robots can plant trees 24 hours a day, all year long. These innovations, they could help restore nature at a pace beyond human capacity. And also, they could help us preserve nature's wonder and value. If you're interested in protecting nature, it's important to start by understanding the complexity. Natural systems are ancient, they're interconnected, and they're highly variable. Time horizons are long, and our moment for intervention is short. This space really rewards people who can bridge worlds, who can juggle different disciplines all at the same time. People working in nature need to understand the ecology and the economics, the technology and the governance, and how all of these systems together interact with data and human behavior. One thing that often gets missed in protecting nature is how much place matters. In fact, a few ecosystems matter disproportionately. Take peatlands, for instance. They cover only about 3% of the Earth's land, but they store more carbon than all of the world's forests combined. When these ecosystems are damaged or destroyed, they release carbon that has taken centuries or millennia to accumulate. So what we need to do is we need to protect nature where it matters the most, which makes protecting nature a truly global imperative for all of humanity. You can learn more about the Climate Tech Map at climatetechmap.com.